let's be honest, you've probably been sold a lie. You know the one. Work super hard, get discovered by the right person, and boom, you've made it. But for most musicians today, that's just a dead end. So in this explainer, we're going to tear down that old myth and show you a new path, a real, sustainable way to build a career in music that has absolutely nothing to do with luck. This quote, it just nails the problem, doesn't it? It's that feeling of being on a treadmill, pouring your heart and soul into a system that actually profits from your effort, not necessarily your success. So the real question is, how do you get off that treadmill? Okay, so first things first. We have to really understand the myth that's been holding musicians back for generations. Now, what's so powerful about this slide is how clearly it shows the shift. The old promise, right? It was all about getting permission from a gatekeeper, a label, a radio station. But the modern reality? It's about endlessly feeding content into these massive platforms, constantly chasing algorithms you don't understand, and basically just renting an audience from companies whose rules can change in a heartbeat. And this is the crucial point, the part that's kind of tough to swallow. The industry is actually designed to get as much free or cheap labor as possible by dangling this carrot of superstardom. That constant grind you feel, it keeps the platforms full and the profits flowing upward. Your struggle is a feature, not a bug. So let's really look under the hood for a minute. This system, it isn't a discovery engine. It's a momentum machine. It's built to find what's already winning and just amplify that. This right here, this is the cycle on platforms like Spotify. Their algorithms, they don't reward potential. They reward existing momentum. So if your song doesn't get that little initial push right out of the gate, it's basically invisible, no matter how good it is. It's not magic, it's just math. And look, it isn't just streaming. All the major players are playing the same game now. Labels, they don't really develop talent from scratch anymore. They watch the data, and they sign artists who are already proving they can build an audience on their own. And radio? It reinforces the stars that already exist. It doesn't create new ones. So if the whole system is broken for new artists, what's the alternative? Well, it's time to completely redefine what success even looks like. It's time to build a music industry middle class. Now, this is not about being a struggling artist. No way. It's the exact opposite. It's about earning a stable, reliable living from your art by focusing on the right audience, not just the biggest one. It's about putting income over attention and sustainability over some fleeting shot at fame. Okay, so that's the goal. Sounds great, right? But how you actually do it? Let's get into the new playbook, the practical steps. This number changes everything. Seriously, forget about getting millions and millions of streams. 1,000 true fans, just 1,000, spending the equivalent of a Netflix subscription on your work every month can generate a six-figure income. This isn't some fantasy. It's just simple math. And this is the real secret. It's not about being famous to millions of strangers. It's about building a real, trusting relationship with a core group of supporters who are genuinely invested in what you do. And this is how you build that bridge, how you get away from the old system. Platforms like Bandcamp, Patreon, and Shopify, they let you bypass the middleman entirely. You can sell directly, build recurring revenue, and this is the most important part. You own the relationship with your fans. This slide just lays out the difference between renting and owning so perfectly. Think about it. Your social media following is like rented land. The platform's algorithm is your landlord, and they can change the rules on you anytime. But your email list, that's property you own. It's a direct, unfiltered line to your supporters that nobody can ever take away. And here's the game changer that nobody really saw coming. AI is the great equalizer. It dramatically lowers the cost of being professional. It allows you to handle all these tasks, from writing marketing copy to mastering your tracks, that once required huge, expensive teams. AI doesn't replace your creativity, it just removes all the friction. So let's zoom out for the big finish. Because, this is about more than just your own career. It's about building a healthier, more sustainable future for music itself. This is the one core principle you need to remember for the modern music world. When you own your masters, when you own your fan relationships, and when you own your business, you finally gain real power. You stop building value for somebody else's company and you start building it for your own future. And here's what that actually looks like in practice. Owning your masters turns your songs into long-term assets. Owning your email list gives you that guaranteed direct access. And owning your merch business means you control the profits. Every single one of these pieces gives you more stability and more control.
And this really is the ultimate takeaway. A healthy music ecosystem isn't built on a few people winning the lottery. It's built on thousands of artists who can make a stable living. That thriving middle class is what keeps local scenes alive, it keeps venues open, and it keeps our culture moving forward.
So it all comes down to this one question. You can keep chasing permission from a system that really wasn't built for you to succeed. Or you can start building something that lasts, something you own, something that can't be taken away by an algorithm or a passing trend. It's time to build.